of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We FM is SVG.
Good afternoon and welcome to WFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
The Quartz 3-day sale is on July 14th to 16th only. Get up to 30% off credit purchases and 15% off cash purchases on select items. And don't miss our daily quickie 1-hour sale from 1 to 2 p.m. with up to 50% off select items. It's all happening for 3 days only at Quartz. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene. Police on July 8, 2025, arrested and charged Nyron Small, a 37-year-old tradesman of Vermont, with the offense of wounding. The investigations revealed on July 8, 2025, the accused unlawfully and maliciously wounded a 42-year-old shopkeeper of the same address by stabbing him on the upper right side of his neck with an unknown object. The offense was committed in Kingston at Heritage Square. Small appeared before the Kingston Magistrate Court on July 9, 2025, and pled not guilty to the charge. He was granted bail in the sum of $2,000 with one surety. The accused was ordered to have no contact with the complainant and to report to the Vermont Police Station every Wednesday and Thursday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The matter was adjourned to December 3, 2025 for trial. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said that there has been remarkable economic progress in this country over the past 4 years. Speaking on WFM's Issue at Hand program, Dr. Gonsalves said, despite the challenges of natural disasters and the COVID-19 pandemic, this country has managed to see consistent economic growth. Dr. Gonsalves noted that we have seen a significant uptick in the economy, wages, and salaries. He further said that there are more jobs, increased wealth, remittances, and we have seen from 2022 to now that the economy has grown in the aggregate by more than 20%. Recent reports from the World Bank have shown that other than Guyana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is the second fastest growing economy in the region. Still on the local scene, Said Regisford, a 19-year-old resident of Glen, and Kerisha Jack, a 21-year-old resident of Lomans Winwood, were on July 9, 2025, arrested and jointly charged with the offense of wounding. According to investigations, the defendants unlawfully and maliciously wounded a 22-year-old teacher of Brighton by hitting her on the left side of her head with a cup. The offense was committed in Kingston on July 8, 2025. The defendants appeared before the Kingston Magistrate Court on July 9, 2025, and pled guilty to the charge. They were granted bail in the sum of $2,000 each, with one surety, and ordered to have no contact with the complainant. They were also bonded not to leave the state before July 16, 2025, and the matter was adjourned to July 16, 2025 for sentencing. On to news in the region. A total of 138,000 Barbadians so far have enrolled to pursue the various courses offered through the National Transformation Initiative, NTI. Director Dr. Alison Leacock shared the information while noting that NTI is celebrating 5 years of offering free, internationally recognized online courses to citizens. The NTI director was speaking on CBC TV's The People's Business with Minister of Training and Tertiary Education, Sandra Husbands, and the Director of the Learning and Development Unit in the Ministry of Training and Tertiary Education, Faye Marie Brown. They were discussing the topic, training, upskilling to meet global challenges. Dr. Leacock also noted that the courses are deliberately curated to align with the government's agenda. Grenada's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sean Charles, has announced the integration of HIV care into the routine primary health care for persons who need to get tested, as well as receive treatment and counseling if they are diagnosed with a positive status. Addressing a news conference on July 14th, Dr. Charles said that among the benefits of such a change is a reduction in stigma and discrimination. He did not disclose the date for the start of the integration of the service, nor the strategy that will be employed for the successful transition of this service into the country's primary healthcare system. However, Kelville Frederick, Senior Information Officer in the Health Promotion Department of the Ministry of Health, said the administrative process has started for integrating the service through training, formulating of policies, and procedures. Dr. Charles noted that there are between 20 to 30 new HIV-positive cases in Grenada annually. The 2023 data shows that there were over 400 people living with HIV in the country. On the international scene, authorities in Australia have recommended infectious disease testing for an additional 800 children across 4 childcare centers that had employed a man accused of a string of offenses, including child rape. Earlier, around 1,200 children across 20 childcare centers were also asked to undergo testing as a precaution. 26-year-old Joshua Dale Brown was arrested in May and faces 70 charges. Police allege that he abused 8 children from the ages of 5 months to 2 years old from April 2022 to January 2023. The update by police on Tuesday comes after 4 more childcare centers were added to a list of places Mr. Brown had worked between January 2017 and May 2025. Authorities did not reveal if Brown had tested positive for sexually transmitted infections, but said that the manner in which the alleged offenses had been carried out meant some children might be at risk, might be asked to undergo screening for infectious diseases. The case has prompted shock and anger among parents, not just at Mr. Brown's alleged offenses, but also at what they say is a lapse in the government's screening of childcare workers. Brown is due to appear in Melbourne Magistrates Court in September. Finally, in sports, Manchester City has extended their kit partnership with Puma for at least another 10 years, with the contract understood to be worth a minimum of £1 billion, making it the largest deal in the Premier League. Manchester City signed a £65 million per year deal with the German kit manufacturer in 2019, but the parties have agreed on an extension until at least 2035, worth a record £1 million a year to the club. This figure surpasses the £90 million deal signed by rivals Manchester United with Adidas in 2023. Champions Liverpool will also be with the same manufacturer from this season, after agreeing to a reported £60 million per season. This has been VFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Shanika Stapleton. Join us again at 3 o'clock for VFM's 3 p.m. news. VFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
The Courts 3-day sale is on July 14th to 16th only. Get up to 30% off credit purchases and 15% off cash purchases on select items. And don't miss our daily quickie 1-hour sale from 1 to 2 p.m. with up to 50% off select items. It's all happening for 3 days only at Courts. Terms and conditions apply. Courts, bringing value.